Rich People Problems. An excerpt by Kevin Kwan.
Bettina Ortiz Jaime was not accustomed to waiting. A former Miss Venezuela and Miss Universe runner-up. She is now the wife of Miami auto parts tycoon Herman Ortiz Jaime at every restaurant she chose to grace with her presence. She was always greeted with reverence and whisked to the exact table she desired. Today, she wanted the corner table on the terrace at Sip Sip, her favorite lunch spot on Harbor Island. She wanted to sit on one of the comfy orange chairs and stare out at the gently lapping turquoise waters while eating her kale Caesar salad. But there was a large, noisy group taking up the entire terrace, and they didn't seem in much hurry to leave. Bettina fumed as she glared at the tourists happily savoring their lunch in the sun. Look how tacky they were. The woman overly tanned, wrinkled, and saggy, none of them properly lifted or botoxed. And the men were even worse, all dressed in all rumpled shirts and shorts, wearing those cheap straw hats. Why did such? Feeling that she had been patient long enough, Bettina stormed into the kitchen, the fridge on her crocheted Pucci caftan top shaking furiously as she made a beeline for the woman with a shock of pixie cut blonde hair manning the main stove.
Julie, honey, what's the dealio? I've waited more than 15 minutes for my table.
Sorry, Bettina, it's been one of those days. The party of 12 on the terrace showed up first just before you did.
But the terrace is your prime spot. Why on earth did you let those tourists take up all the space?
Well, the tourist in red fishing cap is the Duke of Glencora. His party just boated over from Windermere. That's his Royal Hoosman, you see moored-off sailboat you've ever seen?
I'm not impressed by big boats.
Bettina huffled, although secretly, she was rather impressed by people with big title. From the kitchen window, she surveyed the party assemble on the terrace with new eyes. These aristo-British types were such a strange breed. Sure, they had their Savile Row suits and their heirloom tiaras, but when they traveled, they looked so painfully frumpy. It was only then that Bettina noticed three tan, well-built men in fitted white t-shirts and black Kevlar pants sitting at the adjacent table. There,
I assume
guys
that's the
weren't
Duke's
eating but
security
sat
detail.
watchfully
They
sipping
couldn't be more
glasses of
obvious.
seltzer water.
Don't they know that we're all billionaires here on Bryland? And this isn't how we roll.
Actually, those bodyguards belong to the Duke's special guest. They did a whole sweep of the restaurant before the party arrived. They even searched my walk-in freezer. See that Chinese fellow seated at the end of the table?
Bettina squinted at the portly, blanding, 70-something Asian man dressed in a nondescript white short-sleeved golf shirt and gray trousers.
Oh, I didn't even notice him. Am I supposed to know who he is? He looks like their chauffeur. Doesn't he look like that guy that used to drive Jane Wyman around in Falcon Crest?
From what I hear, that chauffeur is the most powerful man in Asia.
What's his name again?